Welcome back. After a fair amount of messing around at the end of the last episode, we finally made it out of Bunker 6, as I've found out it is, and we pretty much geared up everything back into our tractor, which we'll go ahead and have a quick look at now. We stashed everything in here. We've got some serious weaponry now. It's mental, but unfortunately, we haven't got a massive amount of magazines, and we haven't got a massive amount of ammunition. Weaponry is amazing. Arsenal that we've got is incredible. We need some sights. We need some scopes. I can clean these. I've got a couple of weapon cleaning kits. I haven't really bothered yet. The plan for today, however, is we were going to head down to this place just down here. So we are going to be heading down to this place just over here. There is some sort of military compound by the looks of it. It's got watchtowers and everything around it. We're going to try and raid there. That's the first plan for today. And then where it goes from there, we really don't know. I think we're probably going to end up running a lot of stuff back to our base, which is set up just around about here somewhere. We'll go ahead and stop by there. That's the grand plan. Like I say, whether it sticks to that or not, I don't know. Now, initially, I was hoping, yes, that is an AK down there before someone spots it and says, you left an AK behind. I know, it's so broken, it's unreal. It was just completely destroying the tractor. If you didn't see the end of the last episode, every time I put it into the tractor, the whole tractor was doing like somersaults. So I've just given up. I'm not bothering. You can keep the AK. I even tried repairing it off camera to see if that would do it. I don't know what it is about that AK, but it is just a buggy, horrible mess, and I want nothing to do with it. I really don't. So we're heading down to this compound now. We're going to go ahead and sort of scope it out, see where we're going to go in from and what we're going to do. I'm going to try and get as much loot from here as possible. I wanted to run the MP5. I was desperate to run the MP5. Unfortunately, we just don't have the ammo for it right now. We really just do not have the ammo for it. So I'm not going to be running the MP5 today. We're going to be sticking with the AKS and the pistol for the time being. Let's get out and scope this out. Okay, so we've definitely got zombies down there. These huts look like they're going to contain stuff, but they have got zombies in between. The zombie looks a bit different. It's probably just the graphics from here. Okay, so I've been scoping this base out for a little bit now. There's two mechs. One there and one on the other side. And they just seem to move up and down on this section just here. There is a shooting area or an obstacle course or something down there. There's some tents. I think the tents are going to have good loot. And there is another mech who I have currently lost. He's just through there, through those trees. I don't know if you can see him. He basically does like a U shape. So he comes up here. And then he goes down, round, and then he's going to go up that road over there. He's going to stop there, he'll turn to his right, and then he's going to go up there. So I've pretty much learnt the movements of these mechs. The concern I have is where best to go in from. Now, I'm kind of leaning towards, at the minute, heading in by these mechs. So as this one comes up to the main gate, I think I should just be able to follow behind him and dip into each of these respective huts. Or sangers, like the bunkers. So that's the plan. Now, obviously, the zombies that are moving around on this street, in an ideal world, I'm going to try and bait them to the main gate. I'm going to make some noise and I'm going to bait them over to the main gate. Now, my biggest worry at the minute is that it's going to set the mechs off. And once they go into that sort of mode, I don't know if their pattern's going to change. So I don't really know what's going to happen. This is going to be a trial by fire, unfortunately. I'm going to go ahead and leave the binoculars here. I don't really need them once we get up in there. Go ahead and chuck those into there. Now, as I said at the beginning, I'm running the AKS 74U. I've got 3 mags for that. One is not fitted at the minute. I need to fit that before we go in. And I'm also still running the Tech 1 pistol with all of the suppressor and the gubbins on it. I have 2 spare mags for that and the one that's currently fitted. Now, I'm filming this pretty much straight after I filmed the previous episode. So, subsequently, it's... Why do I do this? Why do I try and talk while this bit's going on? Like, I can't be taken seriously while he's making these noises. So I'm filming this straight after. So you know, the day is marching on a little bit. It looks like it's just about to get overcast and it's going to start getting darker, so I don't want to hang around too long. I want to get in there and I want to start just cracking on. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to go and check our weapons on the way over there. Now, because I'm filming this straight after the last episode, I never actually got to read your comments in time. In the last episode, I said about, you know, if you're not keen on me using third person, please let me know in the comments. However, because I am filming this straight after, I won't have seen your comments yet, if that makes sense. So I'm still going to be using a bit of third person when we're around the mechs, just to make sure that I don't die, or to try and not die, if that makes sense. If people have gone absolutely mental in the previous episode and said, you're cheating, you're using third person, it's going to be in this one as well, and I apologise. So hopefully people have been alright about it, and they don't mind too much, and they're not too offended. Right, so he comes up and then moves away again. There's a zombie over there, look. There was one knocking around here somewhere. I'm going to open this to see if we can bring anyone over to us. There's that one that's just down the road. Can I drop him now? Can't actually clearly see him from here. I think he's just gone behind that building. See, this is the problem with third person, and it is cheating. But the first person mechanics for trying to see around walls and stuff, the mechs spot you so easily that I just don't think I stand a chance. We're going straight for that first hangar. I've made a friend already. Right, we're in. Are we clear in here? That's going to be the first port of call. We're going to check if we're clear. Okay, we seem to be okay in this hangar. We're finding more pistols and stuff, and I saw a helmet over here. We're going to check this sequentially. We're going to go through it. We're going to be a proper loot goblin today. That mech's right outside. There's obviously a zombie outside. There's quite a few of them. Before we go, we're going to have to open the door and sort of let them in, I think. Just to clear the area. Come on, give me something good. Another Tech 1. I've already got one. I'm running it right now, so I don't really need that. 45 rounds I would never say no to. That's going to go well for the UMP that we've recently picked up. These are all empty, man. That's so disappointing. Right, military helmet. It's actually a camouflage colour, so I'm going to go ahead and equip that. I prefer that. Definitely. That looks cool as hell. And then there's the Deagle on top of here. Now, the Deagle is in a bad state, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that. I think we could probably ditch this helmet, can't we? 88%. The one I'm wearing is 83, so mine's a little bit worse, but I'm going to go with the camouflage. I think we're just going to have to go for the next hangar, really, aren't we? I don't really know how best to do this. I think we're going to take some hits here. So I think even a suppressed weapon is going to trigger the mech. That's that beeping that we heard before. That sounds like something's about to blow up. We've heard that before. That happened at the docks. And There was an explosion afterwards. So I think, you know what? I think we were right. I think that zombie. It's going further away. No, it's going back. It's getting closer. I think it's just outside of here. That is so horrible. Just listen to that beeping. How the hell are we getting out of here then? If he's just out there, he's moving around a lot. Oh, Jesus. That scared the crap out of me. That scared the absolute out of me. Jesus. Woo. This game, honestly, it's not good for my heart rate. It's just not healthy. Okay, so I don't know whether they're timed or whether I was close to him and therefore that set him off, like, through the building. But I think he has blown up. I just checked that, didn't I? Yeah. I think he is just blown up. Oh, nice. That's better than this one that I've got on. I prefer that. Bird shot I'm not too fussed about. So there are suicide zombies in the game. Guaranteed 100%. Like, when I was looking at him earlier, I was like, I swear it looks like he's got red on his front. Like some sort of, you know, like the light in the back of the head that we've got. Let me see if I can showcase this just in case you've never seen it. We've got this here. And the idea for that is that that's how they track you in this game, if you will. Now, you can commit suicide by ripping it out of the back of your head and it causes your head to explode. Is that everything? We are not doing very well out of this, are we? We're not doing very well at all. We're just not finding anything. There's so many crates here. Hopefully there's no more suicide zombies, because that would suck. Well, that went from 0 to 100, didn't it? He just appeared out of nowhere. Managed to put him down quickly. That went pretty well. That went pretty well. There's some clean shooting there, I think. It could have gone a lot worse. Tactical military pants. I've got tactical military pants on at the minute. They're better quality, but look at the colour of them. They're like urban. Wait, can I... Is there a way I can zoom out from my character here? There we go. So they're urban. I think we're a further colour of these. AK-47 engraved. We'll have it. Hopefully this AK doesn't do the same thing to the tractor that the last one did. Because honestly, the tractor was doing like 360 somersaults in the air. It was proper buggy. It just glitched out big time. So I'm hoping that doesn't happen. I see it's another tech one. Padlocks I don't need. And paper I don't need. Did I can't remember if I checked all of this. No, I didn't. I'm trying to do it methodically and just losing where I am. I cannot believe how disappointing all of this is, though. Like, that's the third one of these with pretty much nothing in it. Right, he's going to be coming back again. So hopefully we can use this box to hide behind. And he won't see us. That's the plan anyway. I can't see any zombies over here, but there's a lot of military crates. Just the audio alone is so damn intimidating. There's just nothing. I can't believe how bad this has been. Knuckle dusters. With all of these military crates, how is there nothing of value here? No, he's coming back. We've got to do this patiently. We have to do this patiently. As soon as I start getting greedy and trying to look at too many boxes at once, I'm going to get caught. And then it's just going to go to hell and it's going to be an absolute nightmare. This is going to be a fine line here. We're right in the middle of everything. Right, I'm so sorry about this. The camera is going to be flipping around left, right and centre. I need to keep an eye on both of them. Ammo, we'll take it. Clean Desert Eagle. I'm back behind. Shit. That's far from ideal. We could be screwed here. We might be in the shit here. That one needs to turn around right now. I don't know how far up this one's going to come. Shit. There's no way out over here. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Oh my god. Zombie chasing as well now. Wait, this might actually work to our favour. If we can get around the compound and get in on the other side while he's over here, we could utilise this. We can get in on the other side where the obstacle course is and where those tents were. I want to check these buildings, but I don't think I'm going to get a chance. This zombie's following me, look. The mech seems to be coming back now as well. There's a load of crates here. Oh, God, that was far too close for comfort. That other mech was just in the way. There was absolutely nothing I could do. I had to stand up and bolt it. I don't think we've been hit. Oh, hypothermia. Hyperthermia. Yeah, we're hot. From the running, I'm assuming. It's not hypothermia, it's hyperthermia, so that means we're too hot. These breaks in the wall are such a pain. Like, I very nearly didn't get through that. You know, could you imagine if we'd have died to that? Like, if we were trying to jump through the gap in the wall and then we die? How soul-destroying would that be? That'd have been terrible, man. Okay, we're going to try and come in over this side. There was a zombie just over here, so I want to clear him out. There's a couple by the looks of it. There's that one over there. It sounds like there's one really close. Which there was. Now he's coming across. You know what? I kind of want to bring them over to me here anyway, so... Let's make it noisy. That's good. That's going to attract their attention. Look. So hopefully he's going to come now. Yep. Any more? Any more? I don't think so. I think we're good. That mech's on orange right now. He wasn't a second ago, so I don't know if my gunshot has triggered him into search mode, but I kind of want to check out those tents just down there. Honestly, though, the whole place has been a bit of a dud, so I'm not really expecting to find anything. I think the bunkers are better than these sorts of places. I want to go now, but I don't want him to do some little turn. We're going back to the suppressed pistol for the time being. Some mask. I'm not too fussed about a mask. Don't know where he's gone. We'll go get to this one. Okay. A hat. Well, that was worthwhile, wasn't it? What an absolute waste of time this whole thing has been. I'm really disappointed. Now, there's a load of crates just near that dude, but honestly, I don't think the risk is worth it. I really don't. Judging by what we found here, going and standing next to the dude that's on alert, I think is just... it's daft. We're not going to find anything of use here. Right, let's head back round to the tractor and we'll figure out our next plan of action. We need to kind of recoup and figure out what the hell we're going to do now, don't we? Because my plan for today was to go in there and do loads of raiding, get loads of good stuff, and we just haven't got anything of value, really. We need to drop off some of this gear that we've got because apparently we're over our gear limit. I don't know what exactly. And hopefully, by putting this AK into here, it's not going to do any damage to the vehicle. We'll also do a trade of the Deagles because this one is in much better condition than this one, which means that we don't have to clean it. Right, we'll go ahead and lob that down. We'll put that into our hands. We'll put the sight on it. Okay, so let's drive back to our base. That's our first port of call. We're going to head back up to here. We're going to drop off a few of the weapons and stuff. We're also going to keep an eye out for a loot crate, a loadout drop, whatever it's called, cargo drop. Because we're not doing brilliantly on fuel. I could do with finding another gas station, really, but I don't know. There could be one near this town just above us. Anyway, I'm going to take us back to our base, and I will see you guys over there in just a minute. Okay, home sweet home. What can we craft? We could craft another one of these. It probably wouldn't hurt to have another one of these. How do we do the barbed wire? We've got some barbed wire. I'd like to be able to utilize that as well. I'm almost adamant we can create some sort of defensive setup. Craft barbed wire. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I think I'm going to put this over this side for now. Okay, so we've got two things of barbed wire. This requires one. Has that taken one whole one? Yes, it has. Well, we live and learn. It's got 600 HP. Can I pick that up? Destroy barbed wire. Can we craft a wood storage place? Small log shed. So 8 planks, 10 bolts, and a toolbox. I have all of that. So 8 planks. Let's cut this into wooden planks. Right, we've got 10 bolts. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and place if we can, this thing. Right. That's everything except the wooden planks. So. See, it says 10, but it's only used 9. And it said 10 with the metal scrap earlier, and it's only used 9. What is going on here? This is starting to really bug me. I don't understand why it keeps doing that. That's the second or third, if not fourth time that's occurred, in which it gives me a figure on the crafting menu, and then I go ahead and build it, and it takes less than what it was said. I just don't understand what's happening there. If someone can explain that to me, I would really appreciate it. Right, so this is the log shed. And in the log shed, presumably, we can just store wood. I'm assuming that's the case. I'm going to try and put some other stuff in it in just a second, but I don't think we're going to be able to put anything other than wood. Nevertheless, though, just being able to store wood is going to be extremely beneficial. Because now that I've chopped these down, I don't have to mess around with it again. I can just store the wood. The next thing I want to be eating, really, the next thing I want to be eating is like deer or warthog. That is what I want to achieve. I really want to do some proper hunting. I want to find something, I want to kill it, I want to cook it, I want to eat it. I'm afraid that's going to be it for today's video. We're going to call it there. Hopefully be back in the next one. Hopefully we'll do some more hunting. We'll try and get some of that done, and we'll see what else we're going to get up to. I don't really know at the minute. If you've got any suggestions of where on the map I should check out, please let me know. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, until next time, stay reckless and relentless.